we are rebuilding the Miami Dolphins, bro. I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. For all the people who've been watching the Denver Broncos, like, offline franchise mode, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We were about, like, what, 4 or 5 episodes in. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I kind of lost, like, my interest in it, if that makes sense. Like, the computer mode, the computer mode. Playing offline is really easy. Like, the computer is really easy to beat. And I'm not saying I'm an elite player by any means, because by far I'm not an elite player. I'm not a really great user. I'm not, like, a super good player. Like, I'm average. I would say that at best, respectfully. You get what I'm saying? But, like, the computer, realistically, it just was really easy. Sometimes it would give us a tough matchup where maybe we win by 1 score, but most of the times, more than not, we beat the computer pretty handily. And to be honest, to me, that's like really boring. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna get straight to it, bro. We are rebuilding the Miami Dolphins here today. I think they're one of the worst teams in the league, respectfully to the Dolphins fans. I'm not trying to disrespect you guys. Y'all just are kind of cursed right now with Tua being Tua, bad contracts, and other sorts like that. We're going to try to have a realistic rebuild of the Dolphins. Of course, we want to be a realistic rebuild of the Dolphins. That's obviously like what we're going for. I'm filming this Monday, November 3rd. So the trade deadline ends tomorrow, Tuesday, the 4th of November. So hopefully no major trades like make this video kind of out of date. I know the Cowboys said they made a trade, but they won't like post who they traded for. So hopefully it's not nothing major like Jalen Waddle or something crazy. You get what I'm saying? But with that being said, guys, we're gonna get straight into this rebuild of the Miami Dolphins, man. I'm gonna download an updated roster with all the players that the Eagles acquired, which is like Jalen Phillips, Jared Alexander. They got someone else too. I'm just drawing a blank. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna see y'all boys at the updated, like, you get what I'm saying, roster menu and shit like that, bro. But with that being said, guys, yeah, I just wanted to apologize because once again, I really did like lose like interest in like rebuilding, and not rebuilding, just doing the Broncos franchise all in, because once again, like I said, the computer's really easy, bro. I hate to like sound like I'm like kind of flexing, because I'm really not. Like, I'm kind of mid, but that is what it is, man. We're gonna get straight to it, bro, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, guys, so we created our head coach, bro. I'm about to show you what he looking like, bro. He got that drip, bro. He put that shit on, bro. Look at Joe Schmo, the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins, bro. He's a muscle man, bro. Look, we didn't mess with a header weight and that shit really. I don't know, just did offensive guru. I'm gonna get into the league settings. Then we're gonna send him to the playoffs. Like I said, guys, I want to keep this somewhat realistic, but I also want to rebuild this roster because this roster needs some help. So we're gonna get straight into this real quick, bro. We're gonna put on all Madden. We're gonna do 15-minute quarters. Hey guys, I'll be back when we rebuild it, man. When we're in the like franchise video. Sorry guys, I'm battling the flu right now, so if you hear me cough, I'm sorry. All right, guys, so we cut down a roster of final 53. I think I'm gonna make some trades, not major ones. We got our basic quarterback rooms looking right. The players I think I'm gonna actually realistically trade. Did I just see a superstar? Did I say Darren Waller? Okay, I guess I'm tripping. I thought I said Darren Waller was a superstar, but I think the players I'm gonna trade for this season 1, bro, is gonna be like a person like, where's he at? Did I just pass over him? Where should he go? Is Bradley Chubb. I realistically can see the Dolphins trade Bradley Chubb in the next 24 hours. Do I think he probably gets traded? Probably not, but for the rebuild sake, I think I will trade him. Probably trade Rasul Douglas so we can run with the young gun of corners. You have some younger players who will be better to be built up, I'm assuming, for the future. So we're going to trade Rasul Douglas and pick for maybe a draft pick. We do have to get a 3rd round pick from the Eagles, because sometimes when players get like traded in Madden, for some reason they don't have a 3rd, and yeah, you guys can see we don't have the 3rd round pick from the Eagles right here. So we're gonna have to try to find a way to get that real quick without basically making any big moves. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they give him ATL's 3rd rounder. If I'm mistaken, then whatever, shoot me. I don't think the Jets in Atlanta it's gonna be that much different in the sim. They might even actually give him Philly's 3rd. So we'll take Philly's 3rd. We'll go to regular season week 1. We're gonna obviously try to, you feel me, get that for 3rd round pick from the Eagles. We're not trading for Jalen Hurts, bro. That just wouldn't be realistic. We're just gonna try to get their 3rd round pick. See if we could give them, like, I don't know, pick 96. We'll see if we can give them like, who can we give them that's not of value that they will accept. We'll see if we can give them Nick Westbrook and Kine. Just imagine this trade just did not. Wow, they accepted that. Just imagine that trade didn't happen. We're just basically trying to get a 3rd round pick, guys. We are gonna send to the regular season week 1 because we did, you feel me, cut our roster to 53, and then this is probably where we'll trade Rasul Douglas and Zach. I said Zach Chubb. I'm thinking of Zach's high there. Bradley Chubb. Hoping someone could take their contracts. We'll get probably like a low 5th round pick for probably both. combined or each, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll skip to the draft. I'm gonna put in the like rookies that are coming in real life to the Dolphins here. We might draft a franchise quarterback. I think Tua's contract gets cheaper next season, so we might even be able to release him or trade him for like a 7th round pick if a team wants to take a flyer on him. So that means that you guys can see Tua has a 70 million penalty. We are obviously not trying to have to worry about that right now. We're gonna look see if we can trade maybe a Bradley Chubb for like a 5th round pick. Let's see if we get any offers, and then we'll sim one season. Hopefully we do a bad, we're not gonna force losses or anything like this. Hopefully we have a natural bad season, and we can start this rebuild looking right. Alright guys, so we're obviously looking for offers for Bradley Chubb. You know, it's ironic, the Eagles are offering us Jalen Phillips. Like, we're not gonna take that. Lions offers Davis Montgomery. I'm not really the Chiefs are offering us Rushy Rice. Obviously this would be a phenomenal offer, but that would be really a scam, so I don't really want to do that. I'm thinking of honestly taking this Cowboys offer. It's not that overpowered, a 3rd and 6 2/7 for him. Nealon. I don't even really want Nealon. I'd just rather take the draft pick. So we're gonna send him to the Cowboys. Thank you, Keith Nealon. We just want the draft picks because, like, once again, we're trying to rebuild. Probably sign a depth DN just so we have that backup piece. We're gonna look to trade Rasul Douglas right now. Hopefully someone will bite on his contract. Maybe we'll send him back to the Eagles so they are not back to the Eagles. We'll send him back to Green Bay because they need DB help. Alright guys, so we traded Rasul Douglas back to the Packers for a 3rd round pick. He was on the that's the Taggers. Wow, he was on the Packers, I believe, a season and a half ago or 2 seasons ago. That's enough trades for us right now. We're gonna go to week 8. I'm not gonna sim to like week 8. Week by week. I'm just gonna sim straight to week 8. Hopefully our players develop. We have 200 coach points. We'll probably just put that into like player XP, so players, like, you feel me, develop better and faster. So with that being said, Joe Schmo, coach of the Dolphins, level 4. We got some mid coordinators. Hopefully our coordinators get better over time. We're gonna unlock something where basically gives us like player XP. We're not gonna really be doing focus player stuff. So alright guys, so we just turned off Clutch Fire. We can go look at our stats real quick. I doubt we're fighting for any awards. Tua is 10-2. He's actually not having a bad year. A-Chain's having a pretty solid year. I'm not really, for thinking about 400, just under 400 rushing yards. That's not really good. Receiving, our receivers are going crazy. Waddle is having a really down year. Blocking, sacks allowed. Patrick Paul, 6'8" person, is not having a good year. Sacks, chopped with 5 interceptions. I thought I said we didn't get any interceptions all year. We've only got 2 from Juju on that beat and Mika. So our team hasn't been that good. I doubt we're in the contention for any awards. You can look at that in a few weeks. We'll sim. We'll upgrade our. I'll upgrade our players real quick. I don't really think we're gonna be able to make a playoff push. This is honestly better than the Dolphins have been. Quinn Ewers has 4 upgrades. How's Quinn Ewers getting upgrades? Like, what is going on? So either way, we'll sim to the playoffs. Hopefully we miss. We want to miss the playoffs. We want to have a good rebuild. If we just make the playoffs, the rebuild's kind of good, but it's like, we obviously want to have a higher pick. So hopefully we're able to lose most of these games coming up because we're, like I said, we're trying to have a better draft pick. So I see y'all boys towards the ends of this little sim right here. Like I said, guys, hopefully we go like 3-14. Hopefully we just have a terrible year. We're able to move on from 2 next season. We're about to see advancing the week. I said advancing the playoffs. We're in week 18. Hopefully we miss the playoffs. I want to miss the playoffs. If we make playoffs, obviously, that'd be cool to see how far we go in the playoffs, but we'll probably be a 1st or 2nd round team, realistically. With that being said, Joe Schmo, level 6 head coach. Game day slot unlocked. We finished 5-12. That's honestly perfect, bro. 5-12. We missed the playoffs to probably a top 5 draft pick, hopefully. We could probably maybe get a quarterback in the draft. With that being said, Kenneth Grant looks like he's had a good year. We can go look at league transactions. I mean, not league transactions. We go look at that. Joe Burrow. I said Joe Burrow. Yeah, Joe Burrow led the league. Who had an alright year? 18, not really a good year. Tyreek had a good year. Malik Washington had a surprisingly good year. Defense. It looks like Kenneth Grant led our team in sacks, 13. Maybe he's a rookie of the year candidate, if not the rookie of the year. We can go look at yearly awards. Hopefully he won defense rookie of the year. He should be up there. Alright guys, you guys can see Kenneth Grant was 3rd defense rookie of the year. He doesn't look like the Dolphins won any awards. Honestly unfortunate. It looks like the Raiders had a really good player development. I don't know how good they did in the playoffs, but it looks like we obviously didn't make the playoffs. We can send them to the Super Bowl, see who wins it. I don't know if the Broncos made the playoffs. Hopefully go Broncos if they made the playoffs, man. That's my favorite team. You guys see by the jersey if you're a new viewer here. So with that being said, Ravens and Giants Super Bowl. That is ugly as hell. We'll see who wins this right here. Guys, I've been sick. Might have to take my jacket off because I'm sweating right now. I'm not gonna lie, and I think that's making me cough. I don't know. I'm not a doctor though, so I don't want to be pre-describing us anything. And the Ravens win the Super Bowl 34-14. We can upgrade some players. See if we got any dev ups real quick. I'm gonna assume Kenneth Grant would hopefully got one. Most of these practice squad players are probably just not gonna resign. I don't think I'm gonna go crazy in free agency unless there's mad good free agents. Because once again, we're trying to rebuild through the draft roster. We're gonna go see how Tua's contract is looking. I think it's cheaper in the preseason, next season. So we will probably just let Tua rock for right now. You guys can see 37 million penalty. Actually, it's not that bad. Should we trade Tua to a team? We can go look at Tyreek's contract. It's also, we would save huge money, guys. We only have 2 receivers on the roster if we do trade Tyreek. And guys, I'm honestly thinking about trading Tyreek, bro. What y'all think? Trade Tyreek and Tua and just start the total rebuild now. What team would honestly realistically trade for Tua though? All teams really have their guys at quarterback. I don't think any team would really trade for, maybe the I don't know. I don't even think the Jets would trade for Tua, but that's an interesting pickle. The Raiders, it looks like, ooh, Gino retired. What if we trade Tua to the Rams for like, what draft pick do they have? I don't think pick 10 from the Falcons. Ooh. What if we just fuck it? We're gonna see if we can trade Tua to the Rams, bro. We're gonna totally nuke this roster. Not make big trades. We're trading Tua and Tyreek. We want this money back. We want to be able to be big spenders. We're gonna see if we can trade Tua to the Rams for some draft picks. Maybe Sean McVay believes he could turn Tua around. We are gonna see if we could trade Tua to maybe the Rams for like a first and a second. Realistically, I don't think Tua's worth a first and a second, but it's Madden. He's an ability quarterback. We're gonna see if we can trade Tua to the Rams for pick 10 in a second. Tua to the Rams for a first, third, and fifth, and it gets accepted. We got pick 10 in the draft. The Rams got their guy. Quentin Ewers obviously isn't our guy. We're gonna see if we could trade Tyreek. We're gonna see what teams are great interested in Mr. Reek. I really think the Dolphins would move on for Rick this year. I could see a team maybe like, I was gonna say the Patriots, but it doesn't make sense. What team would trade for Tyreek? The Bills? I could see. If the Bills were not in the Dolphins division, I could see them trade for Tyreek. What team would realistically trade for Tyreek? The Chargers? Bring it back to the West? I don't see it. They also don't have cap. The Commanders would be interested to trade for Tyreek. I could also see the Browns. A lot of teams I see could trade for Tyreek in this year, even the Eagles. But that being said, where are we going to trade Tyreek to, guys? I want to keep it realistic. I don't want it to be an in-division trade because I just don't think they would do that. Who would realistically trade for Reek, man? I feel like the Ravens would honestly trade for Tyreek if I'm looking at it, but I don't know if we should make that move. The Steelers would trade for Tyreek, I believe, too. Maybe the Titans want to build on Tyreek, man. Have them to build up their quarterback. Can we see? For pick 3? I don't think they would give up pick 3 for Tyreek, bro. I'm trying to find a realistic trade for Tyreek that's not in division, guys. This is kind of tough. Hold up. The Commanders. Pick 20. Can we get a pick? Can we get like this? I know this. They probably want to do this for Tyreek in real life, but hey, they did it in the game, bro. That's all that matters. So now we should have a lot of money this year, to make moves. We have 147 million. We have a hella draft picks. Let's go crazy at this free agency real quick. If there's good players, sign Elam, Williams, and Benton. So Pace, who did he end up signing with? Obviously Vera Tucker went to the Chargers. They gave him a bag, but she actually went to the Falcons. So where did he go? Ivan Pace went to the Raiders. Wow. Okay. So he went over there. The Broncos re-signed some people. Got some offensive linemen over there. Cool. Guys, I think we're just pretty much gonna sim to the draft. I really don't think there's really much players for us to really like go for. So with that being said, guys, skim milk. Let's skip to the draft. Hopefully we have a good draft. And yeah, pick 10. We have pick 21. So looking at the draft board, I really think one of these quarterbacks is gonna go top 5. I'm cool with either. I kind of hope Garrett goes to us, and I just seen the Browns. Who do the Browns take? I really hope Garrett falls to us. TJ Parker goes to the Browns. Hopefully the Jets stick with Fields for another year and don't go Garrett Nussmeier. They do go Garrett Nussmeier. That's honestly kind of what we expected. They do get Garrett Nussmeier. I don't expect the Titans to go quarterback. They have Cam Ward. They went offensive lineman to build around Cam Ward. I don't think the Lions will go quarterback here. Are we really going to draft Drew Allar? And they went Peter Woods from Clemson. So obviously we're on the board here. Drew Allar is still on the board. We could get a top 5 pick here. I kind of want Caleb Downs. I think I'm going to see what offers we have. We'll trade down because I feel like Drew Allar will fall. 2026. We want first round picks this year. The Bucks give us their first. What pick do they have? They have pick 30. Yeah, we're not doing that one. Let's be for real. We might have to pause the draft for this one. The Raiders offered us their first. Raiders, 49ers, Eagles, and Colts offered us a first. Let's pause the draft real quick. Raiders, what pick do they have? They have pick 23, and we're not interested. The Eagles offered us 22, and what pick do the Colts offer us? Pick 29. Yikes. I'm thinking we could trade down to maybe like where the Broncos are at. Trade down with the Broncos and see if we get multiple picks. Boom. We are up to pick in about 10 picks. We'll see if a quarterback falls to us at 21. I don't think any quarterbacks will go. And it doesn't look like any quarterbacks have went. So right here, we could be able to draft a quarterback. Do we want to keep playing a waiting game? We obviously have Lenoris Sellers right here. We have John Mattier right here. We also have Mendoza. I'm thinking realistically Lenoris Sellers. I think Lenoris Sellers might be the better option because he is 20. So it's kind of like hard not to take Sellers, guys. And the quarterback I think we're going to take is Lenoris Sellers, bro. Look at all those elite stats, bro. We're going to take Sellers here. 95 throw power, 89 speed. Damn, they made him pudgy. Either way, we got a franchise quarterback. We got two really good people on defense. We'll skip to the next user pick. Hopefully, we have a lot of draft picks. We have, how many second round picks? We have 2 second rounders in this draft. We have a couple thirds, too. So hopefully, we're able to get up on here. We definitely need to get a receiver because we definitely need to get Sellers some weapons. I'm thinking Carnell Tate would be a really good option. We're going to look at what players are available here. Good, great, solid agility for Carnell Tate. I'm not really feeling that. And Antonio Williams from Clemson. So, he looks pretty good too. Okay, guys. So we got a tough decision right here. I'm thinking, who should we go? Tyson Lane was not a good option. Or is not a bad option, I should say. Let me not disrespect that guy right there. Who had a really good combine? Who ran the fastest combine? We need a Nick Harbor's available. Should we draft Nick Harbor in the second round to pair with Lenoris Sellers? Would that be insane? Fuck it, let's do it, bro. We're bringing Nick Harbor and that boy, I'm drawing a blank, Lenoris Sellers to us, and he has 99 speed, 21, 6'5", 235 pounds. Nick Harbor and Lenoris Sellers in Miami, bro. That is going to be a fucking movie. We're keeping the bros together. We honestly need to go up another weapon, bro. We need another receiver, bro. Him, Waddle. Oh my god, our receivers are going to be fucking nutty. With that being said, guys, I'm thinking kind of need a route runner, someone who's going to get open and get crispy routes. Jordan Tyson is not a bad option. Fuck it, guys. We're going to go Zachariah Branch, bro. Fuck it. We're going to get another receiver for Lenoris Sellers. We're going to keep building up this team. I really think we should go tight end. We got him at 30 and 97 speed, bro. We are dropping the speed team. We have Waddle already, A-Chain, Nick Harbor, him too, Zachariah Branch. We are kind of killing this draft right here. We definitely need to get a tight end too. We want to just keep piling up on the offense, make this job really easier for the rookie quarterback. We have the 5th. Yeah, look at all the thirds we have. Holy shit, we have one. Look, guys, look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 third round picks. We're about to kill this third round. All our picks have been hidden so far. We definitely want to get another weapon on offense. I might even drop another receiver. Eli Stowers. Looks like a pretty solid tight end, but maybe there's a better player available. We definitely need more DBs too, so we could probably chill on tight end right now. We definitely want to get a corner. Sicario Davis out of Washington looks pretty good. We'll see what happens though, guys. Let's make sure we get someone who we can really use. Eric Rivers. Shots Eric Rivers if anyone who's seen my FIU Panthers video when he was on the FIU Panthers. Let's see. We need a cornerback, guys. So we do need edge rusher. I'm looking at Tyreek Sapp. There's also a guy from Texas A&M right here. In Howell. Cassius Howell. So we're looking at both. Strength is marginal, but this guy is pretty much great and elite of every single stat. Fuck it, guys. We're going to take Cassius Howell, bro. We need a DN. Hopefully he's a good player. Rank 97. We got him 69. He is hidden. So we did get our DN. Guys, we definitely have, like I said, we have like 7 more picks in this round. I definitely want to go defense right here. We definitely need another corner. Maybe even another D-end. Actually, we don't really need D-end. We got Chop Robinson now that I'm thinking about it. So we definitely need to go corner here. This Sicario Davis guy is kind of interesting. The only thing that's kind of worrying me is solid agility. I kind of want to get a physical freak at corner. So I'm thinking Mansour Lane is a really good corner in real life. Fuck yeah, guys. We're going to go Mansour Lane right here. 22 from LSU, bro. We're going to keep building up the defense. 56. We got him at 72. And that's another hit it, bro. I swear I did not cheat. Bro, this is just me being a draft god, bro. So we got a good quarter. I'm kind of upset we didn't get Caleb Downs earlier, if I'm being honest. I feel like that's probably was the best player in the class. So with that being said, we do got our franchise quarterback. I'm thinking about going another DB. Just keep building up the good corners we have. Because once again, our team, we're in the loaded AFC, bro. So with that being said, Christian Gray, he's just good all around the board. I'm kind of good on that. We could go David Bailey out of Stanford, defensive end. He looks really good, but will he pull? We can move him an outside linebacker too. Fuck it, that's what we're gonna do. Fuck it, we're just gonna keep building up the defense. On offense, we can maybe go an offensive lineman here. Another hidden player, bro. We're just kind of killing this draft. All our picks have been hidden. We have another pick right here. I'm thinking we could probably go cornerback or maybe a offensive lineman. We could go look see what offensive linemen are available. I kind of just want a big, strong, strong offensive lineman, bro. He doesn't even have to be hidden. Good strength. This guy's pretty good. Ethan Onam from Miami. Do we keep him in Florida? Fuck it, bro. He's projected round 3 through 4. We're in round 3 right now. And he's hidden as well, guys. This is insane. Our next pick is coming up right here. Bro, we're having a really good class. Hopefully our rookies are able to perform on the field together, because that's really all that matters, is if our rookies are able to perform on the field. So with that being said, I think we should go another corner, bro. Let's just draft some physical specimens at corner, bro. This guy, Honey Jackson, projected round 3 through 4. He looks not that good. If he just has elite speed, which is not bad by any means, but not also the best. So we're going to look for a physical speed corner. Elite speed. Elite. D'Angelo Pons. Decent. This guy's not pretty bad. Fuck it. We'll go D'Angelo Pons, bro. He looks pretty good. Solid change direct, solid jelly. It's kind of a downfall, but if he's normal, bro, we'll let her rock. He isn't normal, bro. Honestly, not that bad of a pick right there. We definitely need help in the DB room, especially if we're going to trade Minka in the next following seasons. We're going to try to let him ride out till the sun falls off. Xavier Scott looks like a good player. I was looking at earlier. Do we go Xavier Scott? Fuck it. Let's go Xavier Scott, bro. We're just going to keep dropping some DBs right here. We need DBs for like Zanguli when Minka retires. 89 speed for being great or good speed. That's kind of a downer. I'm thinking, guys, we are kind of cooking right now. Guys, I found Nick Anderson. He's a tight end. Am I drunk? They made him a tight end. We're gonna draft him because what the fuck? Why is he a tight end? Whoever made this draft class doesn't know ball. I'm gonna keep him at a tight end too. 176, bro. Whatever, bro. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I think we are future Darren Waller replacement. 85 speed. See if we can get a good backup running back, y'all. We definitely did a good backup running back. CJ Baxter out of Texas will be cool. Projected round 3 through 4. We're in round 5 right now, so this is really good value. 77 got him at 101. 94 speed backup running back, bro. This team is nutty. I'm thinking, guys, we might drop the backup quarterback too. Just for the memes. Just for the memes. Just for the memes. Alright, guys, so we're simming the draft. I kind of stopped showing picks after round 5 because it just really didn't matter, if we're being honest. So let's go to the draft recap and see how good we did. I'm going to assume Caleb Downs was the best pick of the draft. You guys can see Jermon McCoy was a really good pick. Let's see who the highest player was of the draft. 81 for Caleb Downs. I knew it, bro. He looks fucking cracked. With that being said, we'll advance next week. We'll set our roster. We have to cut like 10 people. I think this year, hopefully we're able to win like 7-8 games. Hopefully a good rookie season by our rooks. Let's go look at our team real quick. And yeah, let's go player by player and see what we're looking like. Quarterback, we obviously got that boy, Sellers. We could cut Stevens. I think the computer dropped him in the 7th round, so. And his jersey was ranked up. That's no drip. We obviously got Caden Slater late in the draft. Lenoris Sellers is just a fucking god, by the way. Look at him. A-Chain right. We dropped to CJ Baxter. Obviously, we have Ollie Gordon. We might have to trade one of these running backs for like a depth piece. We obviously have Alex Ingold. Receivers are fucking tracked, bro. Look at this. We're obviously going to move Nick Harbor. Receiver 1, 2, and obviously 3. Receivers are cracked. Tight end Nick Anderson. That's our replacement right there. Paul. We could have got some better offensive linemen, but we really didn't. Right guard is pretty good. We did drop a good offensive lineman. Where's he at? It was a left tackle, right? Right here, Ethan. Oh no. We'll look to probably move him to one of these starting pieces next season. We got some good backup D ends right here. D line is looking better. I think we might start Howell because he has the rookie presence. D tackles are looking good. We obviously got Benton in free agency. Linebackers, we did probably have to look to do that on a little bit right edge. We're gonna start that boy Bailey because once again we're trying to. I'm not Bailey. We're gonna start Howell because we're trying to go with the infusion of youth on this team. Benton. Linebackers are good. Corners is going to be a tough one. We're going to have to figure out how we want to do our corners. McCoy's obviously corner 1. Delane's corner number 2. I'm thinking Pond's corner number 3, honestly. Actually, all right, guys. So we're going to sim the regular season week 8. Hopefully, we have some good development and have a good record going into week 8 with our players. And with that being said, guys, I started all the rookies in prominent positions. Let's see how this does. All right, guys. So we sim to week 8, bro. Hopefully our players are going crazy. No new unlocks. It appears we are 2-4. Our team is not doing good. All right, so we're gonna go look at our stats. It looks like our rookies are having really good years by their XP bars and stuff like that. Let's go look at our stats real quick. We are 2-4. Let's go see where we are in the standings real quick. Are we close to winning the division at all? Are we close to fighting back? The Bills are 6-1. Our best chance is a wild card spot unless we have a crazy final stretch to our schedule. Let's go look at our stats. Lenoris Sellers is having a pretty good year running the ball, bro. We're just not able to get the run game going involved. Harper is leading our team in receiving. That's pretty sick. Sacks. It looks like Chop is going crazy with sacks. 7.5 interceptions. We have 1 interception in 8 weeks of football. Our defense is definitely the issue. Offense is 24th. What's our defense? 20th, but we have 1 interception. Wait, hold up. Maybe I'm just doing that wrong. There's no way we have 1 interception on defense. Our DBs are that bad. We have 1 interception. Bro, what the fuck? Huh? The Vikings are 0-7 too. This is such a weird season. We're gonna sim to the playoffs. I know we're a really young team, but like 1 interception? Are we serious right now? Like, bro, what? I'll see y'all when we get to the playoffs, I guess. Hopefully we could have a good final stretch to our games. We are the 12th seed. If not, we have still a lot of draft picks to build upon. But 1 interception in what? 6 weeks of football is terrible. All right, guys. So we did level up to level 14. I believe we were level 6 last time. So I don't know if we had a good closer out to our season. We went 6-11. Okay. We can go look at the stats. The Rams and Tua made the playoffs. Broncos made the playoffs at 8-9. Lenoris Sellers, 26-13, not the best year. H.A. had a better year than last. Harper went fucking ballistic. 1,400 yards. Jesus Christ. Defense, we were able to force a lot more interceptions. It looked like in the second half sacks. Dude, our defense is just really bad. Like, what is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck, I said 8 picks as a defense is not good. Okay, we can go look at awards. We'll sit right to the Super Bowl, bruh. I doubt we're gonna have any Dolphins, bro. Maybe Nick Harper's Offensive Rookie of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year. No Dolphins. Actually, Nick Harper's right there. Defensive Player of the Year. No Dolphins. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Nick Harper. DeAndre Moore. Who the fuck is that guy? Was over there. Dolphins. We also had Branson Anderson. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We also, well, we had a double. We might have a really good dev like with Super Bowls and shit, because we had Defensive Rookie of the Year. We swept. We had Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year. What did our boy Mr. Howell do? 10 sacks. I see it right there. 10 sacks, 12 tackles for losses. Okay. So a pretty good dev year. Hopefully with these players breaking out, we're gonna sim straight to the Super Bowl, bro. Hopefully it's a better free agent class. We should have a lot of money. We might move on from Jalen Waddle with how good Nick Harper was. With that being said, we could go look at, we'll skip this upgrades real quick. I forgot to load a draft class, y'all. I forgot to load a draft class. Harper has 11 upgrades. Sellers has 10 upgrades. Scott has 9 upgrades. We might just have to use auto-generated rookies if there's not a 2027 draft class. It says choose draft class. I'm going to see if there's a 2027 draft class. And it's the Bucks and Bills Super Bowl, which is honestly a real life, like, could be a Super Bowl thing. 6th. What? Why is Jeremiah Smith not top 5 recruit or prospect? Whatever. Either way, we're going to skim straight to the Super Bowl, bruh. Why the fuck is he not a recruit or a top 5 draft pick? We're already in the Super Bowl. We'll sim next week. I don't know why that boy Jeremiah Smith ain't top 5. It appears whoever made this is a Ryan Williams fan, because Ryan Williams is top 5. So we'll see. Hopefully maybe Jeremiah Smith falls to us and we could trade Waddle in the draft and then get Ryan Williams. That would be pretty dope. Or not Ryan Williams, either or, I should say. It looks like the Bills finally get over the hump and win a Super Bowl. We could go look at Coach Carousel real quick. We might be able to we'll fire Dan Kugler. See if we're able to get a better defensive coordinator. Mike McDaniel went up to a level 19. Are we able to get a really good defensive coordinator? Level 14 was the best we had last year. It obviously didn't work. Level 15 is so far the highest. There's a lot more options than last year. Darren Young's 19. Alex Anthony's 24. Fuck it. We're going to hire Alex Anthony. He's a level 24. That's an improvement. We're going to fire Mike McDaniel. We might bring him back if we have to, because we obviously want the best. coach as possible. We're gonna see if there's better than a level 19. We're gonna keep our upgrading our coaching if we can. We're looking for a really high level coordinator, but let's see what we got here. Level 19. Till we take a big loss, we can bring him back. It looks like he's the highest, so we'll keep him. Welcome back. You were fired just to be brought back. That's how we do business over here. Fill staff. We can do that next week, I think, right? Is this where people get fired? Did we even miss the button on this one next week? It says Coach Carousel. I didn't mean to do players ready to negotiate. We do have some big players here to renegotiate. Well, obviously, we're going to bring back Devon, A-Chain, bro. We're going to give him however much he wants. He can literally... We'll give him a 7-year deal. We want him to be a Dolphin forever. Like, bro, you're never leaving. As far as Mika goes, obviously, we're going to sign him as well. Give him what he wants, bro. He could be a long-term player here. Brought back. We'll accept the option for, obviously, Chop Robinson's common sense. Juju Brent's had a pretty solid season, but he's older. None of these players I think I'm bringing back. Hopefully the free agency class is good. Jason Sanders, we got to remember, you got to get a kicker. So we're going to fire Anthony real quick because I don't know if there's more people open now. Let's see real quick. It doesn't look like it is. Looks like we fired it for no reason. Guys, so we're going to get straight to the offseason. Hopefully there's good players. The people we are targeting this free agency is Tyler Smith, Nolan Smith, the Bears, and then Drew Sanders and Jason Sanders. So both Sanders. We're going to evolve real quick. These players sign sales. Hopefully Tyler Smith. We definitely need offensive lineman help. And it looks like we missed out on Tyler Smith. Let's see if we got anybody. We got Nolan Sanders and other Sanders. Tyler Smith went to the Saints. Guys, this cough is beating my ass. We're going to send him to the draft right here, guys. If we don't have a good season this season coming up, next season we're going all in, bro. Like, we're going all in with our rookies, bro. So if this next season we don't go to the playoffs, the following season we're going all in. Because, like, bro, year 4, we usually go 5 seasons. So next season would be actually what? Next season would be year 3, right? Yeah, next season would be year 3 of the Reaper because we sim season 1. So that's last season was season 2. So this is season 3 coming up. So next season, in season 4, we'll go all in. If we're not able to, you feel me, do good. So hopefully we're able to do good this season upcoming, and then we're gonna go all in, bro. Because this roster is really good for us not to be making the playoffs. Like, let's look at it real quick, guys. Looking at our defense this year, bro. This season is gonna be a really important season for us. I believe Sam is a position that rushes the pass rusher. I'm thinking of making Nolan Smith a will. I'm thinking. You definitely need a strong safety this draft. For sure. Actually, we don't even really... Bro, our defense is really good, bro. We definitely need some depth at linebacker. Maybe another good D-type will be a monster. Our corners are really good. Offense is really good. We definitely can build up the trenches. We don't have a center. Definitely going to need to get some offensive linemen here. Definitely could... Dude, this team is really good, bro. We should definitely make the playoffs next year, bro. We just need to fill holes, bro. We definitely need to go offense line heavy. Definitely get a center. Because a 47 center is not going to cut it. Definitely could go some other positions too. We could get another DB for right here. All right, guys. So basically, going in this draft, we definitely need offensive lineman, definitely a center because a 47 center, like be firm. That's not gonna cut him. Maybe a monster tight end. Maybe Nick Anderson could get be a backup. Maybe we could get a better tight end. Our offense is looking pretty good outside of center, tight end, like a Devs on O line. But if we get high overall offense lineman, that don't matter. Jalen Waddle. Our receivers are really good. Like our receivers are really fucking nice. Our running backs are really good too. Defense is looking really good as well, bro. We moved Nolan Smith to Will because he's faster. We moved Drew Sanders to back up in linebacker. We could probably draft another linebacker, maybe another safety, because we don't really have depth at the safety position. But bro, like next year, our team should be really competitive. Next year, I'm hoping, bro. Let's start the draft. Definitely, like I said, we need offense linemen, maybe an improvement at tight end, some linebacker depth, safety depth. The Browns have the first overall pick, and we have 2 firsts this year. So we have pick 14. Actually, we have 3 firsts. We have 6, 14, and 15, or 6, 14, and 19. So we're gonna skip to our pick right here. We're gonna see who goes first, second, all that cool shit. Browns go Dylan Raiola, DJ Lagway, Ryan Williams, Dylan Stewart, Colin Simmons went. We could go see who we could draft right here. Jeremiah Smith is still available, which I really don't need Jeremiah Smith. But what if I draft Jeremiah Smith and replace Jalen Waddle and trade Jalen Waddle for a DB? That might be the move. Now that I'm thinking about it, because we could always go DB and linebacker in other rounds. You could also get Jordan Seaton, 5-star commit. I remember he was a 5-star commit to Colorado. Also, Coy Parrish is available. Know what, guys? I'm gonna take Jeremiah Smith. I'm gonna trade Waddle for a DB or an offensive lineman. I think is what we're gonna do. Like, how can I say no to Jeremiah Smith, bro? He's 6'4", 6'3". Bro, I have to draft Jeremiah Smith if he falls to pick 6, bro. Dude is a fucking specimen. Hopefully he's really good. And he's ranked #1 in true value. We drafted him at 6. Bruh, he got the #1 recruit at pick 6. Guys, I think I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna trade Jalen Waddle now that we got Jeremiah Smith. I'm gonna try to get a really good offensive lineman real quick, or a really good safety, so we can probably save face. We're gonna look for a really good offensive lineman who's probably towards the end of his career, but not at the end of his career. I'm looking for preferably a superstar offensive lineman, if possible. Can we find a superstar offensive lineman? Olana, oh, we definitely wouldn't trade him in division. That's not a smart move. Let's look for a young offensive lineman with superstar. Hopefully, we're able to find one from the Ravens. Water for Stanley. That doesn't really sound like a good trade. And who gets selected here? We are on the clock almost coming up, so we're trying to find a young offensive lineman. The Titans have Francis. They drafted him last draft. Could we honestly get him for Jalen Waddle straight up? I don't know if this would be a good pick for us, but like with us getting Jeremiah Smith, we don't need Waddle. I'm taking the chance that Jeremiah Smith is a really good player. We definitely need the offensive lineman here. I'll throw him a 4th to try to push this deal through. Still decline it. Damn, they really value him, which is something I respect. We'll give a 4th and a 3rd. Can it get through? And we do. We get a franchise left tackle in Francis. Now, we still have all our first this year, so we could honestly get another offensive lineman, get Coy Parrish. He's a player who can play both sides of the ball. I can't see the draft board. We are going to pause the draft real quick, and I'm going to back out and go right back in the draft. Why is this a glitch? I do not know. It happens in my online league sometimes. Guys, so we cannot see the draft board. Hopefully, our players are still available. We definitely want to go offensive lineman. Brett Wingman, a kicker from Delaware who's round 1 projected. Huh? Ranked 9th in the class at pick 14. That doesn't even sound right. We definitely need another offensive lineman. I'm going to try to... Is Coy Parrish a really good player? We could always use him, have Xavier Scott as a sub. I'm going to draft Coy Parrish right here. I think he will be a really good secondary piece. We got him at 14. He's projected to go 6th in true value. Bro, I'm going to see if we can make another move, because I believe we have another pick coming up in pick 18, right? We do is pick 19 or 18. Yeah, there it is. We're going to pause. And honestly, instead of us trying to draft one of these players who could be really good, Bryce Young, Jordan Ross. Wait, is there a really good tight end available? Actually, let me look. Let me look, see if there's a really good tight end available. Cade Odom from Alabama. Is he really good? I'm going to see. I said Cade. His name is Caleb. I'm going to try to see if I can trade this pick. Pick 19 in the first round. Could I get like a really good tight end or another really good offensive lineman? Let's see right here. Let's see if we're able to get a really good tight end. Trey McBride. I want to make a realistic trade that someone who won't be getting like. Who would pick 19 go for? Kenny Sadiq. Kyle Pitts would be really nasty. Can we get Kyle Pitts for pick 19? Is that possible? What if we give him a first and a third? Let's just go all in all year. We probably overpaid. We gave him pick 19 in the draft in a third round pick. I don't really think we have much draft picks left. I think we might have one second round pick, if I'm not mistaken. We do have a second round pick. We could look at the prospects, see maybe if there's a good offensive lineman available. But once again, if not, bro, realistically, guys, I don't really think I really want anyone else. We might go like linebackers towards the end of the draft. But we really just need offensive linemen. I might see if I can get a second round pick for trading one of these offensive linemen plus one of the offensive linemen we have, just to like kind of like dev up an offensive lineman, if that makes sense. Like we'll give up one of our young guys we have, because realistically, Patrick, we already have Francis Ross. Patrick Paul probably will play like center for us, if we're being honest. I know we drafted that kid last year, but if we could get another offensive lineman who has maybe an ability, that'd be pretty nice. The do-rag swag is kind of hard. Pause. And we'll see if we can trade this second round pick and maybe Ethan for a really good offensive lineman to maybe put at like the left guard position, because Daniels is getting kind of old. We do have that left guard, and so we don't even have a right tackle on our roster. So yeah, we're gonna try to see if we can get a good offensive lineman here, because we really do need one. So let's see if we can find a good offensive lineman that maybe we could give this second round pick for. And yeah, we're basically just making a lot of moves. Like I said, we definitely need offensive lineman. So let's see if we could get one right here. I'm thinking maybe Paris. He doesn't even have an ability. I wanted an ability offensive lineman for sure, but get it a trade. I really wish we would have got Tyler Smith. They overpaid like shit for him though, so I can't really get mad. Center Creed Humphrey wouldn't be bad. A second round pick for who? Who could I get? Quinn Miners is pushing up there in age. I don't think the Broncos would trade. The Broncos are at level of... Can we get Pooney from the 49ers? For maybe like a second. Do we have a lot of draft picks next year? We do not. What if we give him a second this year and a second next year for Pooney? Can we get this accepted? And it does. We get another offensive lineman, bro. We are building the Dolphins front seven. But next year, bro, we should genuinely make the playoffs, bro. Like, I'm not even, like, capping. We're going to move Pooney to right tackle. And our offensive lineman will be pretty good. I'm kind of going to skip the rest of this draft. I don't really think it matters. I know a lot of people were complaining when I did that Browns rebuild and I kept filtering the computer trades. But, like, the computer was off because they said it was not realistic. Now I'm making trades now. So, hopefully y'all are fucking with these trades. So, that's another big trade that the Dolphins and 49ers made. The last Dolphins and 49ers trade ended up the 49ers getting Trey Lance. That's elite ball knowledge. So we're going to skip to the next, at the end of the draft right here. Let's see how good our rookies are. See if the computer drafted some studs, linebackers, and DBs in the later rounds of the draft. We did draft Coy Parrish. We drafted Jeremiah Smith. That's a win of the draft to me. So we're going to see how good our draft class was. Hopefully we're able to go all in this year. Let's peep the recap. I'm really nervous. Hopefully we're able to kill the draft. And Jeremiah Smith was an 83. Coy Parrish was an 80. We were able to get these guys later in the draft. We're not really worried. Paul Farrell. Yeah, I'm not really worried about none of these players. We could go look at who had the best draft picks. For sure. Because, yeah, why not? Dylan Raiola, pick 1. We drafted Jeremiah Smith, round 6. Halfback. Yeah, we had a really good draft class, y'all. Phenomenal draft class. We kind of killed it, y'all. I gotta be honest, we killed it. So we killed the draft of those first 2 rounds. Second rounders. Who did the 49ers take with our pick? What was it, pick 6 or something? Who did they get? What did the 49ers get? Where's he at? I think this is who they got with our 6th. They got this guy, Jordan Ross, a run stopper out of Tennessee. Not bad. So I mean, shit, guys. Let's get to the next season, bro. We gotta cut down our roster. This should be a really big year for us, bro. This should be a really huge year for us. We traded Waddle. We got to make Coy Parrish our starting strong safety because that's who we drafted him for. This should be a really big year for us. We should be a really good team. Team should be really good. Why is our... oh, that's our fullback. Receivers are really good. We got Jeremiah Smith, Branch. The neighbors. We trade for Pitts. Our O-line is looking really good. This should be a really good year for us, guys. If it's not a good year for us, we might be cooked. I can't lie to you. Strong safety. Why is Trader a strong safety when it should be Parrish? I don't know. Subless. We got to cut down 11 players on the roster, guys. I really think this is the year we can finally make the playoffs, bro. This is the year. I truly believe we can make the playoffs. Paul, you're going to get released. I'm sorry, brother. It is what it is. Ollie Gordon, I'm sorry, brother. Love you to death from when you're Oklahoma State days, but you gotta go. We gotta cut 7 or 9 more people. Who do we cut? I'm not trying to cut anybody. Will Shepard, you got to go. All right, guys. So I cut down the roster to final 53, man. We're gonna sim to the regular season, week 6 or mid-season, whatever it calls. Hopefully we have a good record going into the mid-season, bro. I did not mean to cancel the sim. I cut our roster down to 53. I started all the rookies in prominent spots where they will get big like moments to grow and stuff. And we're 1-1 in the preseason. Let's sim to the regular season, man. The mid-season, the regular season. Hopefully we're not, like, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully we're able to make the playoffs. Hopefully that next year or this year is the year we go all in, bro. Because I hate editing a long video. So the sooner we can win would be better. This video has been being filmed for 2 hours and 5 minutes off and on because I've been hacking up. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Like the abrupt cuts when y'all watch this video is because I'm hacking. I'm literally dying. I'm dying on my own saliva, bro. I hate to be nasty, but it is what it is. So I think this is the year we should have our best year. Our best record, I believe, is 6-11. I don't remember if that was year 1. I think that was last season, year 2. Year 1 wasn't really a rebuild year. We didn't really get a lot of coach XP, it appears. Come on, bro. Are we cursed? We are 6-1 on the season. Holy shit, there's a chance. There's a chance. There's a chance. Let's go look at our stats real quick. Lenoris Sellers, 17-2. Rushing, we haven't been able to really run the ball. Jeremiah Smith is cooking. Bro, please. Please, Dolphins, keep it up. Please, Dolphins, keep it up. 6 sacks for Cassius. Interceptions. We're having a way better defense this year. Hopefully, our players are able to keep balling, bro. We're 6-1 on the season. I'm just going to assume that's good enough to win the East. We'll obviously look real quick. We're going to skip these upgrades. Jeremiah Smith has 8 already. 8? Okay. Let's look at the division stages real quick. And the Bills and Patriots are on our ass. Bro, can we please make the playoffs? This will be the first time we have made the playoffs with Lenoris Sellers and Jeremiah Smith, bro. Who would have thought? And Nick Harbor, bro. So, alright, guys. Moment of truth right here. Are we making the playoffs? We start off 6-1. Our best start ever in this rebuild. Are we going 6-1? Are we going 6-1 on the season? Please. Please. Got a lot of XP. And we went 13-4 and we're in the wild card. How are we playing in the wild card right now? Who won the division? I swear to God, if it's the Patriots who somehow won the division, I'm going to be sick. Oh, wait, I'm drunk. I'm thinking we have the best record in the AFC. I'm drunk. We have to beat the wild card Buffalo Bills. Of course we do, bro. We got to battle Josh Allen and the fucking Bills in the first round, bro. Jeremiah Smith is already somehow a 97 overall, bro. Guys, I would say this is our best year to make the playoffs. I mean, we obviously made the playoffs. It's one of our best seasons to win the Super Bowl, bro. Jeremiah Smith led the league in receiving as a rookie, 39-9, bro. If that's not an MVP season, H-Hain was able to run the ball well. 16, bro. Jeremiah Smith is fucking cracked in Miami. Holy fuck. Defense was going balling. Corey Parachel didn't even have 1 interception. That's weird. Sacks, 16 for Chop. What a good season for us. Players. You can't tell me there are 9 better MVP candidates than my quarterback, Lenoris Sellers, bro. 39-9, almost 5,000 yards. Tripping. Either way. Offensive player, Jeremiah Smith. Defense player, here, Chop Robinson was in second. You had a couple people right here, Sky and Howell. Offensive rookie, Jeremiah Smith. Double snipe. Boom, bow. Best quarterback, Lenoris Sellers should have won. Lenoris Sellers site. Bro, Jeremiah Smith went crazy, bro. We have a tough challenge in the Bills, bro. We're not going to play this game. We're going to do key moments like we always do, bro. Hopefully we're able to pull off. I wouldn't even say this is an upset. We have a better roster than them. Hopefully we're able to win this game somehow. If we have to come in and make a play, we will do it, though, bro. Let's see what happens.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Tonight, the third of 3 on this wild card Sunday. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
Going to switch this real quick. We take a 7-point lead. We're going to sim to the end of the quarter. Well, actually, we'll sim to the end of the game. We are up 7, up 7-3, up 14-3. We are up 14-10. Dolphins are kind of stalling out. We are down 3, 14-17, 17-17 at half, 24-17, 24-24. All right, guys, hold up. Let's slow it down real quick because it's going kind of fast. Let's go to the next quarter. We are up 3. We're going to go possession by possession right here. Change of possession. I didn't mean to do that real quick. We're going to go change possession again. The Dolphins get stopped. Maxwell gets an interception. We get stopped. Lenoris Sellers throws a terrible pick. The Bills are in position to get the lead. They do not. We take a 10-point lead and we are up 37-24, and we win our first fucking playoff game. We're going on to the next round. Lenoris Sellers, I thought he sold with that Maxwell Harrison pick. Thank God the Bills were not able to get some points late in the game. We do win 37-24. We could go look at our player stats. That was a very intense matchup. I gotta be honest. I will be honest and keep it a buck. That was intense. Lenoris Sellers 3-1. Josh Allen had 2-1. Not a bad game for him at all. Running the ball, Sellers went crazy. A-Chain went crazy. That boy Harper had a really good game defense. Any good defensive performance. Versus Chop had 2.5 sacks. Both had 2 for them. And obviously we seen the Maxwell pick. So we survive round 1 versus the Buffalo Bills, who are no easy task. We're making it on to the second round. We should have pretty much home field advantage for most of these playoff games. We will sim all this shit. We don't really want to do player upgrades. That just takes a lot more time than it should. We will advance to next week to the divisional championship. I don't know who we are going to play. Hopefully it's an easier team than Buffalo, because Buffalo is no easy team, even though we just beat them. We are playing the Bengals, who are 11-6. They're a tough team as well. We could go look at the remaining team. If we win this matchup, we will be playing the Raiders or the Chiefs. Man, I can't fucking stand the Chiefs. So yeah, and the Rams are in the playoffs. Yo, it would be really textbook if we somehow beat the Bengals, but we also make it to the Super Bowl and we play the Rams in the Super Bowl, because they have Tua. I'm still gonna believe they have Tua. Let's go look at that, see if they do have Tua real quick, because we did trade Tua there. I'm gonna assume they still have Tua, unless Tua is just not over there anymore. So we'll go see if they still have Tua. I'm gonna assume they do, and they do. Tua didn't even really have that much of a good year. So hopefully the Rams are able to make it to the Super Bowl. Hopefully we're able to make it to the Super Bowl, and we consider this a rebuild, and this would be a really banger video. With that being said, guys, let's get into the game against the fucking Bengals, bro. This could be a tough challenge.
Just 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we begin the divisional round with a tremendous matchup. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins.
Guys, with us being in the divisional round, we might come in and play like 2 plays a game. With that being said, we take a 7-point lead on the Bengals, 14-point lead on the Bengals. We might not even need to come in 17-7-point lead, bro. 24-7-point lead in the second quarter. We cannot blow this lead right now. 24-7, 31-7. Yeah, we won this game. We're going to the conference championship. 31-7, 34-7. We're pouring it on Joe Burrow and the Bengals. 37-7, 37-14, and we're going to the AFC Championship game, bro. What a performance, bro. I low-key thought like this playoff round would be low-key cooked, bro. With the 2 teams we have played, bro, we have won. Let's go look at our player stats. Hopefully we're playing the Raiders in the next round. Obviously we don't want to play Mahomes and the Chiefs, because yeah, no, that's not really in the cards. As you guys can see, Lenoris Sellers had another solid game. A-Chain wasn't really able to get going, but he did have a lot of receiving yards. Defense looks like they did their job, bro. Interceptions, Anthony Hill with an interception, sacks, Cashes with 3, Chop with 2. The Bengals draft pick is actually a bust in real life, 2 sacks. So at least in Madden he's doing something. We are able to win. We want to play the Rams in the Super Bowl. That would be so like cinema, like us playing Tua, the former Dolphins quarterback, in the Super Bowl. Like give us what we want, NFL script writers. With that being said, we are gonna get skipped to next week for the AFC Championship, bro. If we have to play the Chiefs, fuck it, bring on the Chiefs, man. But obviously we want to play like a team like the Raiders, because they're easier. With that being said, we are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, bro. We haven't played 1 play in this whole thing. We are playing the 9-8 Raiders. Guys, bro, Miami's going to be back to being a great team, bro. Who are we playing in the NFC, or who's playing in the NFC? The Rams and the Lions, guys. This could be cinema. Can the Rams beat the Lions? 13-4 Lions, or 10-7. We're going to get straight into this game against the Raiders, bro. We need to win this game, bro. If we win this game, we go to the Super Bowl. Bro, this would be insane. We have rebuilt this team in 2 seasons. Without making major, like, overpowered moves, I would say, guys. So with that being said, let's play this game against the Raiders, bro. Hopefully the Rams could do their job and meet us in the Super Bowl.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, 2 teams hailing from the AFC. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Hewitt. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, punch that ticket to the Super Bowl.
There is so much. You can just feel it in this building. There is so much pomp and circumstance that comes with this game. Winning the conference titles.
Guys, it's time. Are we going to win the Super Bowl? We're going to send them to the end of the game, man. Nobody scored yet. 0-0. We scored 7-0, 7-7 in the bowl, 14-7 in the bowl, 14-10 in the bowl, 21-10. We are halfway from being Super Bowl champions. 14-10, 31-13. We are stuttering. 31-16. They're making a late comeback. 31-29, 39-29. We are gonna watch the last drive of this game. We want to watch the confetti fall. Change of possession. Oh wow. Well, there it is. We are Super Bowl champs. We have rebuilt them into legends, and we beat our former quarterback too. That's not much of, yeah, you see it, ring, you feel me? It couldn't give a much better script than that. Joe Schmo wins a Super Bowl for the Dolphins with A-Chain. Lenoris Sellers, bruh. Yo, I wasn't expecting it to be this kind of easy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really know what else there is to say, man. Joe Schmo is a Super Bowl champion, bro. Charles Woodson bringing down the trophy to Joe Schmo, man. Legendary, bro. Legendary. Roger Goodell handing the trophy to Joe Schmo, Lenoris Sellers. Fuck you, Roger Goodell. You can see our players up there. Why is Jalen Wright up there? Is that number 5, Jalen Wright? Why is he on the field? Does he even touch the field? We have won the Super Bowl, though, bro. We can go look at the stats real quick. I'm happy about our boys. Lenoris Sellers, Harbor, Jeremiah. A-Chain had a really good day. Harbor, man, one of our best players, bruh. Defense, Coy Parrish with the only interception today. Jordan Phillips with the sack. Kenneth Grant with the sack. We win the Super Bowl, bruh. I really don't think there's much that needs to be said after that fact, bruh. I can show y'all, like, everything. I'll show y'all the season and stuff, bruh. That's pretty much gonna be it, bruh. We rebuilt the Dolphins into Super Bowl champs. We'll skip all this real quick. We'll look at our roster. We'll retire as Super Bowl champions like Peyton Manning, man. But that being said, bro, we have rebuilt the Dolphins into a Super Bowl, bro. I think the next rebuild we'll do when I'm not sick, I can put more energy into. And then we'll do, like, after we win the Super Bowl, hopefully, we'll sim, like, 10 seasons. See if they went on a Dynasty run. We can go look at a roster, though, real quick. We have 982 coach points, bro. Look, you guys can see our roster real quick. Let me shrink me again. Bro, we built a juggernaut, bro. Look at this. We'll put us down right here real quick. You guys see, we have Jeremiah. Actually, I can put us right here. We have Jeremiah Smith. I'm just going to put us off camera, man. Look at our offense, bro. Fucking cracked, bro. Lenoris Sellers, A-Chain, Harbor, Smith, Branch on the bench, Malachi Lemon, Pitts, Nick Anderson, Pooney. Like, I'm not even trying to pronounce that left tackle's name. Like, don't even expect it. Look at our defense, bro. Coy, whoever this guy is, Anthony Hill, Minka, Sky, Jermaine. That's a Jermaine Jermad. Kyrie Elam was a good corner for us. Howell. Man, we did it, bro. We won a Super Bowl. We beat Tua, bro. We're going to retire now, man. Like I said, guys, for the people who have been the Denver Broncos fans who have been watching me make that series, I lost interest in it, bro, with the corner. I mean, I said with the corner. With the game just being so easy against the computer. Like, playing the computer is literally the easiest thing in this game, honestly, bro. You can just run the same 5 plays. Even if you put on play lock, the computer is simply just terrible, bro. So, with that being said, we rebuilt the Dolphins into Super Bowl champions. I didn't use CPU trades that they offered us. I just offered every trade there. So, we didn't make a lot of big splash trades. Getting Jeremiah Smith really changed the offense for us. I think I might look for a better webcam, bro. I just keep upgrading webcams by webcams, but guys, with that being said, oops, sorry for the people who heard that. Man, this video has been 2 hours and 30 minutes, bro. Probably be like a little 30-40 minute rebuild of the Miami Dolphins, bro. Hopefully y'all fuck with it, bro. I'm sorry for all the coughing and abrupt cuts. It's because I'm fighting for my life. I'm sick. Hopefully I get this out in time. It's 6:21. Can y'all see that? 6:21. So, man, I'm gonna look for getting a better webcam, maybe better lighting soon. Hopefully I'll fuck with the video, bro. We rebuilt the Dolphins into Super Bowl champions, bro. What was that? 2 seasons of rebuilding? Because first season really doesn't count, man. Let's be honest. Guys, like, I'm not saying the Denver Broncos series is over. Like, I still have it right here, bro. I still have it right here. You guys see the autosave one? It's just I'm kind of not interested in playing the computer. College football computer is actually comp. Like, they be giving the motherfuckers the belt. But in Madden, it just feels like it's so easier, bro. So, man, we rebuilt the Dolphins into Super Bowl champs, bro. Lenoris Sellers, Nick Carter, Jeremiah Smith, Devon Achane, Jermon McCoy, Coy Parrish. Them boys went crazy, bro. Hopefully y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, man. I think next team we might rebuild is like a team like the Saints or something. So, stay tuned for that, bro. I love all y'all. God first, God bless. We rebuilt the Dolphins into Super Bowl champs, man. Who would have thought?